A news alert tonight from North Carolina as Catholics there mobilized to help with relief efforts after Hurricane Helene. In the Diocese of Charlotte, churches and schools are serving as aid distribution points as people deal with flooding, power outages, and limited access to food and clean water. The Charlotte Diocese Pastoral Center is also collecting supplies for daily deliveries to parishioners and residents in affected areas. Hundreds of people are still unaccounted for in North Carolina as the state struggles to deal with the aftermath of Hurricane Helene. The death toll from the storm now stands at more than 100, and more than 50 of those are in North Carolina. Joining us now is Msgr Patrick Winslow, the Vicar and Chancellor for the Diocese of Charlotte. Hi, Msgr.
Hi.
So, Msgr, we've seen the images and videos coming out of North Carolina, but describe to us the devastation you're seeing.
Well, to be honest, the devastation that we're seeing is very similar to what others are, precisely because getting to these locations is extremely difficult. Access is limited by downed trees. We have roads that have been washed out, bridges that have been taken down. So one of our greatest crises that we've been facing is contact, being able to communicate with people in the inside of these areas. So it's been extremely difficult. What we're hearing directly from our people on the ground there is precisely what you're seeing. They've never seen anything like it. The situation is dire. Mercifully, our church properties have fared fairly well. And so they're able to be serving as areas where we're able to bring some resources in and contact sites for some people.
So with the roads washed out and the trees down, all of that, how is the diocese and Catholic Charities getting supplies to the people who need them?
So we are reaching out to the people that we have been able to make contact with. Sometimes people have to go to certain areas at a certain time of day just to get a signal and to be able to communicate with us. So we have been working with them to map out a few routes that we know that can successfully get into certain areas. And so we're making inroads into a couple different areas and bringing those resources to those people. I mean, this is half of our diocese. So more than 50% of our counties are in the affected area.
And I understand Bishop Michael Martin has lifted the Sunday Mass obligation, but we're hearing some churches held services as usual, even without power. It's time like these people really need to rely on their faith, right?
Without question. I was speaking to a pastor out in Nashville, which is where so much damage has occurred. And of course, it was difficult for them even to get the message that we lifted the Mass obligation. He said, but some people showed up. They needed to pray. They needed to go to Mass. They needed to be together. It was candlelit. There were as many as they could, those people that could get there safely. So they were smaller in number. But nonetheless, this will no doubt be the same impulse that the faithful will have in the weeks to come. They're going to want to come together. They're going to want to pray, to support one another, but also to attend Mass together. This will be a very important dimension, and they're coming back to some state of normal.
And we are praying for you down there. Msgr Patrick Winslow, Vicar General and Chancellor of the Diocese of Charlotte, thanks for taking the time to be with us.
You're most welcome.
All right, and if you would like to help the people of North Carolina, you can also go to ccdoc.org/Helene Relief. Hi, I'm Christine Persichetti, anchor of Currents News. If you like what you saw, please hit the like button on this video. And if you want to see more content just like it, subscribe and click on the bell for notifications. Thanks for watching, because we are putting your faith in the news.